What's up, YouTube world? This is Steven again. It is currently 10:17 a.m. on February 9th of 2021, and I would like to welcome you all to my second story time with Steven. Like I promised, last story time with Steven was a bad or sad, whatever one. So this one's going to be a good one. It's going to be a track story. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get right on into it. So when I was running track, I was never the fastest, never the slow. I was always right in the middle when it came to different times in different races. But there was always one thing that I was known for, and if we were like way, way, way behind in a race, I was always known to give the team a really good comeback. So I was referred to as, comeback kid, comeback king, anything like that had like a little alliteration to it, something like that. Usually the comeback kid though. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and give you a few examples. First of all, I want to give you my times in all of my races. My time for my 55 was 7.26 seconds. My 100 was 12.45 seconds. My 200 was 25.04 seconds. My 300 was 39.67 seconds. My 400 was 54.7 seconds. And my 500 was 1 minute 14.13 seconds. I'm surprised I actually remembered all that. But yeah, I usually like doing the relays more. And these comebacks are more during relays than anything. But yes, I want to tell you a story about when I was in middle school. I was in 8th grade, and I was running the 4x100 in one of my middle school events. And what happened was the middle school track, they didn't have a popping gun, they had a beeping gun. So whenever you pulled the trigger, it made a beeping sound instead of a popping sound. What happened was the A and B team for that middle school took off once they heard the beep, but our first leg was waiting to hear a pop, and it was a very, very faint beeping sound too. So he wasn't aware of it, and then he saw the A and B team take off. He was like, "Wait, what?" And then he took off. So we definitely got a late start. We were about 10 to 15 meters behind, and remember, this is a 4x100, so each leg only has 100 meters to catch up. And by the time the third leg, who I really, really hated, by the way, and I'll probably tell you about him in one of my other track stories down the line, he was the one who handed off to me, and by the time he handed the baton off to me, we were already about 10 to 15 meters behind. And my dad was the one who was timing for second place. And at the time I was in second place, and he saw me run, he's like, okay, he's easily going to beat the B team. He's probably not going to come back. And then about 25 to 50 meters in, I was coming back. I was just coming back and kept gaining ground on him. I could hear my team yelling whatever. And then he was thinking, holy shit, he could actually win this. Oh my god, he could win this. And once we crossed the finish line, the first place time was the exact same as the second place time, so we ended in a tie. So, yeah, and the funny thing is, this track meet came down to the final event to see who would win between us and the other middle school, which was, I believe, Short Pump. I believe we were running against. And our middle school, which was Tuckahoe Middle School, ended up winning. So, that was good. And if it wasn't for my tie and the first place finish in the 4x200, I believe it was, I didn't run that, by the way, then we probably would have lost. But I wanted to go ahead and get to another one of my relays, and that was the 4x400 relay. I was the third leg in this one, and I was running for my high school, which was Freeman High. And we were behind. We had to have been behind by about 60 or 70 meters. By the time we got to about 3/4 of the way through, which is the 300-meter mark, I was on his tail. But I was never good at the straightaways. So once we got to the home stretch, he started pulling away from me just like the tiniest bit, because I was never good on the straightaways. I was always better on the turns. So Yeah, that was actually my best 4x400 split time, and that was 54.8 seconds. My best open time is 54.7. But yeah, just glad I could catch up to him, and that was that was probably my biggest comeback since I was running track. Was that, like, distance wise, was probably that race. I think Henrico High, I think, was in first place. But yeah, I was just known as the comeback kid all around. Just I was never really good at any open event, like anything that wasn't relays. But if the relay team needed a comeback or the team needed a comeback in general, you could be sure I could give it to them. Absolutely. Um, and let's see what else. Oh yeah, I remember four by 200 relay. This was at Lee Davis High, and we were. I was also the third leg in that, and by the time I got the baton, we were in fifth place. By the time I got to the very beginning of the straightaway, which is the second half of the 200 meters, we were in second place, and we ended up finishing in second after I handed off to the fourth leg. It was just Verina High just had two incredibly fast third and fourth legs, so there wasn't any way we could catch up to them. But yeah, I was just glad that I could give my team another comeback, and yeah, I was never known as the fastest, but like I said, I was always known as the comeback kid, and I absolutely didn't mind having that nickname. But other than that, that is my second story time with Steven. Hope you enjoyed this one. Once again, I'm probably going to be doing one of these every month, maybe every 2 months, just because I don't really have that many stories to tell. But that's my second story time with Steven, and I hope you enjoyed it. So if you liked what you saw in this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. And I will see you guys next time with another video. Oh, by the way, another announcement. I got another job, and I start the Tuesday after President's Day. So in 1 week, I'm going to be starting another job. Just wanted to let y'all know that, and I'm really excited. So yeah, that's about it. This is Steven signing out.